Xin chào everybody, my name is Brandon the Gunpla Chef and welcome to the Food Bash. So, what is a food bash? Well, in the model kit building community, there is a term called kit bash, which is basically taking two or more different model kits together and merge them into one. For example, these two right here that I have on the table. So food bash is basically taking the same concept of that and applying that to food. In this episode, we will be food bashing these cup noodle. That's right, the one and only essential meal you need to eat when you go to college and pretty much stable in every single Asian diet. I have always been wanting to make video showcasing cup noodle recipe because I think everyone has been cooking them wrong this whole time, which is the standard procedure of adding hot water and wait for 5 minutes. And there is nothing wrong with that. However, what a lot of people don't know is that if you are just eating them this way, all that you will get out with is just poor sodium, no nutrient or protein at all, and a diet consisting only of plain cup noodle is not very balanced. Which is why in this video, I will showcase to you 3 simple recipes that are easy to make but also at the same time healthy using these cup noodles. So please, dear viewer, make sure to slap the like button, click on subscribe button and notification bell, and be sure to stay tuned with me till the very end. Let us begin. Our first recipe is not necessarily a food bash, but more like a cup noodle hack to enhance your cup noodle eating experience. This one here in my hand is the 1:1 scale Ultra Red Egg Model Kit Custom from the brand Kutamuna. To prep them is very simple. You simply take them out of the runner, and even though it is no nut November, we will still be working our meat and give it a good old rub. And by that, I mean cutting the sausage here into bite-sized chunks. For the tofu, we will be cutting them into cubes. And while we are at it, might as well chop up some green onion and leek. Bring up the cup noodle and tear off the cover, adding our sausage, tofu, spinach, green onion and leek, a dash of garlic powder for taste. After that, it is just simply business as usual as you pour in hot water into the cup noodle. To top it up, we add our hard-boiled egg, dry onion, and sriracha for taste. And with that, we have finished our first recipe. While it does not look fancy looking like your typical restaurant food, I can guarantee to you that it's very simple to make, but also at the same time, super nutritious and good for you. Moving on to our second recipe, which will be making a dish called the noodle rice pilaf, which is basically just noodle fried rice. The first thing that we will be doing is to take this here Uncle Ben pack of rice and throw it in the trash, because we are doing a proper Asian fried rice dish, which is why you should always have leftover rice handy. We will be applying some battle damage weathering to our cup noodle by putting them in this here bowl and then completely demolish with our hand. After that, just put them back into the bowl and follow the usual procedure. Chop up our garlic, carrot, parsley, green onion and leek if you have some. Because in Finland, people have regressed to the point of not using fire for cooking, so this here induction stove will have to do. A word of apologize to my dear Uncle Roger and the niece and nephew out there. I definitely bring great shame to family. Into our wok pan, we toss in cube of butter and garlic for the fat and juicy flavor. Next up, we add our bacon and carrot. We want to cook these for 2 to 3 minutes before adding in our leftover rice. Remember to completely remove the water from the cup noodle before adding them to wok pan. Add in the cup noodle seasoning spice, 2 teaspoons of MSG for taste. If you are white people, just use salt and pepper instead. A dash of our fish sauce and some black pepper for that extra spicy kick. And finally, we add in our vegetable mix, parsley and green onion. Incorporating all of it together and mix it well. Give it a flip if possible for maximum style point. Serve up on our plate and eat as hot as possible. And here we have it, delicious noodle rice pilaf, Gunpla Chef style, otherwise known as the noodle fried rice. Yeah! I wonder what my dear Uncle Roger will think about this dish. What do you think? What do you think? And finally, we have our final recipe, which is basically the ramdon from the famous movie Parasite. a rather lovely movie that is warmly welcomed by the white community.
How many people actually seen Parasite? Can someone please raise your hand and tell me, for the love of Christ, how many people in the United States of America saw Parasite?
A sophisticated movie about
woke agenda
and the problem that it impacts on our modern Asian society. Now I know that the Rake Man himself, Binging with Babish, has already made a recipe covering this particular dish, and I also understand that by using cheap ingredients such as this beef right here underline the whole deep and meaningful
woke agenda
of the movie about the difference between social class. But here in the food bash, we are not cooking the Babish recipe, the Brandon recipe of the Ramdon, or even the movie recipe. We are cooking our own Ramdon together using these ingredients that you can easily get from your local market. We'll be seasoning our beef here with the garlic powder, MSG as always, soy sauce, black pepper, and a dash of oil. We want to set this aside in the fridge for at least 30 minutes to an hour. Unlike the Western Quilo, who only season their meat with salt and pepper, the reason we are seasoning our meat this way is because we are allowing our meat some time to be introduced into the flavor, forming a very delicious, fragrant, and thick, juicy sauce as the meat is cooking. We will be chopping up our onion, garlic. Make sure to take a lick if you have some in hand, otherwise it is not necessary. Add the hot water to our noodle cup and set aside for 5 minutes. On a medium heat pan, we add our garlic, beef, and onion. Stir fry it for a while before adding our wok vegetable packet. We will be cooking them for around 5 to 6 minutes until the meat is fully cooked and the vegetable is well incorporated. Next, we will remove the water from our noodle cup, but make sure just to save up a tad bit of liquid so that we can deglaze the pan. Finally, we add in our lick, the seasoning package, some MSGs and pepper for the taste, and mix everything well together. Garnish our noodle by nothing hard all over it. And here, we have our lovely Ramdon that we cook together. That's right, this is also your recipe too, and you should feel proud making it. And just like building gunpla, even if you make happy little accident along the way, you should just try and keep going on, improve your skill further, because the meal is simply just worth it at the end of the day. And with that, I think we can wrap up the video. Here on this table, we have 3 simple and easy to make recipes using only our lovely cup noodle. Whether it be working on your next model kit building project or just simply playing with them, you can assure that one of these 3 dishes right here will give you all the necessary strength and power that you need. The important lesson to take here at the end of the day is that having a well-balanced diet is very important. Western people always say, when life gives you lemon, you make lemonade. But I think that is BS, because I think it should be changed to, when life gives you cup noodle, you make these 3 delicious recipes here instead. Please try either one of these recipes for yourself and let me know in the comment section how will you like it. And especially thank you for watching this video. If you enjoy what you saw, please smash the like button. Our goal for this video is to have 100 likes. And also, please let me know what kind of food should I food bash with in the next one. And as always, be sure to stay safe, build some gunpla, cook some meal to warm your heart with, and I will see you all next time.